Hey there, fellow knowledge enthusiasts. Let's talk about education in Namibia. Specifically, are some institutions more interested in cash than in classrooms? That's a big old yikes from me. Look, everyone deserves a quality education. It's a fundamental right, not some luxury item. But what happens when institutions prioritize profit over learning? That's what we're diving into, folks. It's a tale as old as time. Unsuspecting students eager for a brighter future get lured in by flashy promises. They end up with hefty bills and a subpar education. Not cool, Namibia? Not cool. Section 2. The Wild West of Namibian Education. Now, before we go full-on vigilante, let's be clear. Private education has its place. The Namibian constitution allows it, and frankly, sometimes it's needed. Not everyone can snag a coveted spot at a public university, and this is a big but. Now, with more private colleges popping up than mushrooms after rain, things are getting messy. And by messy, I mean potentially exploitative. We've got a real Wild West situation here. Minimal oversight, dubious practices, the whole shebang. It's enough to make a reasonable person question if some of these institutions are built on sand, just like those fancy sandcastles tourists love. Let's get specific, shall we? Take the Tertiary Education Academy, or TE as they like to be called. Spoiler alert, it's not as refreshing as a nice cuppa. TE has been accused of inflating their credentials, employing unqualified staff, and offering courses that aren't even recognized. Talk about false advertising. It's like ordering a steak and getting served a plate of sadness. Students already grappling with the pressure of building their futures are being misled. They invest their time, their money, their hopes, only to be left high and dry with a worthless piece of paper. That's not just bad business, it's borderline criminal. So, what's the solution? We need the Namibian Qualifications Authority, NQA, to step up their game. Think of them as the educational sheriffs, here to protect students from snake oil salesmen in tweed jackets. We need stricter regulations, folks. Thorough background checks on staff, verification of courses, and for the love of all that is good, let's create a publicly available list of institutions that actually meet the standards. Education should empower, not exploit. It's time we brew up a better system in Namibia, one where quality education is the norm, not a gamble, because the future of this nation depends on it. And frankly, that's not something we should be messing around with.